wassail. So there's been some massive energy shift in the last few days. In sound healing, people's energies are being swirled around. Upper body and lower body energies are all being washed together. And this has been causing me problems. I've been doing readings for you with the Mercury retrograde. I can't seem to upload them, but some of the messages are so important that I've been asked to edit a couple of the videos together so that you can get this information. One is on protection and the other is on magic. So it's all to do with illusions. This gateway of Urush and gateway of Zababa, 20th of the 2nd, 2020, and the 22nd of the 2nd, 2020, have been creating a new shift that's to help you see through the veils and to see and witness the truth with your own eyes. So, for instance, the occulting I've been talking about, where the moon's been passing in front of Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. Now, we're told by astrologers that they're all in Capricorn, and that's because they divide everything up equally for each house. Now, if you take the planet's 5 app and actually move it around the sky, you'll see that Mars is in the tail end of Scorpio, where the actual constellation lies, and then the other two are in Sagittarius. Now, that's where the universal galactic center is, and that's the black hole through which the Milky Way comes down to us, and this energy pours through. And so it makes much more sense that the impact of these energies is so strong because they're behind this galactic center energy. So we need to kind of look and see what we witness with our own eyes and see that as our truth, and try and remove all of those things that we've learned to believe are true, because that's the way forwards through this journey. So with these 2 videos, we're going to do a little bit of magical editing, and we'll start with my lovely shamanic stick, and we'll ask for a little bit of shamanic magic. So, whoa, where did the hat go? So, we begin with this reading of Archangel Michael. So, Archangel Michael is trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And that is the normal message of this card. However, the Archangel Michael kind of came through my guides to tell me something rather interesting, which I'd like you all to consider. And so let's have that reading for you. Trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to occur. It's about trusting heaven. Now, there's an interesting dilemma that I'm getting in my head at the moment, which is to do with protection. He's always associated with protection. He's a patron saint of protection. But I am hearing that message that I'm not saying it's him saying that. It's my spirit saying, we don't need protection. The whole point of trusting heaven is to know you are protected. So when you call on him to protect you, which he will do, he will put a bubble around you to protect you. But when you do that, you're no longer in the flow, you're just in the bubble. And actually you need to trust in heaven more so that the flow happens naturally and passes through you because you trust enough that you are protected. Interesting. So, what do we have here as our cards? See, look! Illusion. The protection is an illusion. Trust yourself and in heaven. Divine consciousness. There is that bubble. But this isn't Archangel Michael doing it, it's you. And you have energy signatures, the past is in the present. Again, the energy frequency of you is the protection that you need. I'm not saying Archangel Michael's redundant and we're turning our nose up on him, but turning our backs on him, turning our nose up on him. You have Crow, which is also spiritual and is sitting on this divine consciousness orb that's coming down, that kind of energy. It's also in here. It's about bubbles. It's about energy frequencies and how we flow with them and open them. So what do we have here? We've got the Ten of Swords, which is about endings, but it's cutting through the protection to trust that we protect ourselves. What else do we have? Ooh, interesting. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. The reason I'm doing this is because then you have the 8, and then you have 17, the Star, and you have the Princess of Discs. The reason I've put them down just briefly like that, 10, 8, 10, 9, 8, you're heading with this flow into a countdown towards you. And removing layers of divine illusions that have been built up around your energies. So, I'm really not trying to say that he's not there. He's there with you. But the point is, he wants you to shed the illusions that you need him to act as your protector. You need you and the divine, and he represents that pathway to the divine or to source for you. But it's about shedding these illusions. Okay, you are protected. Divine consciousness protects you. Okay, this energy bursting down, you can either have this created by an angelic team, a spirit realm, because if you say, please, today, protect me, you're walking in fear. You're living in fear, and you don't need to. So it's like with this, cut away the illusions, pull down all those walls of protection that are blocking you. That ends. Their thoughts, their bad thoughts. Then, from within your soul, your own energy starts to flow. From within your soul, okay? This is divine consciousness coming down to make this the frequency that comes out from you, because your heart and your trust is one flow that just knows that you are safe. So that's the 10, that's the 9. The 8 is the swift, rapid, joy, and then this energy zapping out of you to create this kind of internal knowing that is your protection. The past is in the present. So that need that you've always had, those fears that you've had that you're not protected, let go of those fears and bring them into the present as trust. Shed fears, bring them forward as trust. You're being given the Star. Now the Star is complete cosmic healing. And the Star is always seen as naked. It comes after the Tower moment when the cosmos has removed everything from you, and she's like the cosmic version of temperance. Temperance, to temper, is to pour water into wine to weaken the wine. The temperance card pours water into emotions to purify emotions. The Star card does the same thing, but the Star card pours in divine consciousness to water down the emotions that are supercharged, the fears, the things we can't break past. The Star card is to wish upon a star, to trust that something's coming towards you, okay? And this is all to do with, it's how you communicate with spirit. Crow is spirit. Crow is sitting on the divine spiritual orb that should be your trusting third eye understanding. And this will allow you, because it's like, look, the darkness, the fears are being burnt away by the crow. And the crow is a dark looking creature that's often associated with darkness, but isn't. Crow is a beautiful spiritual bird, and it's lighting up a pathway for you to self-trust. So the incoming energy, I'm going to keep saying, is trusting heaven, which is what Archangel Michael represented, but not protection. You are protected. You needn't keep calling on them. The Princess of Discs is to be in the real world. She is fierce, and she holds a staff. She protects herself. No one is messing with this gorgeous woman. So this is an energy of self-protection. You've planted all the seeds. You've got divine consciousness coming down. She has these huge horns. Horns represent this ability to connect with the divine, the cosmic star healing card. 9 of Pentacles is a representation of strong, independent femininity in the real world. You don't need some bloke angel to do this. Your own spiritual balance brings this about. Sorry, I feel like I'm shouting. I love you, Archangel Michael, and I hear your message is to let go of the need for you, okay, and to trust in ourselves. That's the part of this word. Strong, independent woman, beautiful energy, and she is a warrior within the earth. So remove the illusions, see through the needs that we're told all the time. You know, if you need a violet flame from a sword to protect you, let it be the violet flame from your own sword, from your heart, from your sacral. You can do this. This is about trusting heaven, trusting the energy of source that Crow is sitting on. Crow will move out the way when you're ready to trust, but at the moment Crow's holding it down because he's doing that sense of protection that you don't need. When you trust enough, you will fly with Crow. Okay? Lovely message.